All right. What up? What up? Welcome everyone to 2026. Happy New Year's, everyone. We are the Brokey Betters, and this is week one of the 2026 year. This is the semifinals for college football. We have playoffs for the NFL. This is what we wait all year for, fellas. Shout out to the Brokey Better app. Use promo code NOTBROKE. To get your $10 to $200 for free on your bet back if you lose. But over here, we win. Nico, what's up?
How are we feeling?
Feeling great. I'm excited. Haven't been this excited in 25 years. Lewis, how are you feeling?
How are we feeling today, though? Because someone told me earlier today that Duke was a chalky play and that I shouldn't play it. And, they're blowing out Louisville, How are we feeling today?
This guy was not feeling that at halftime. Yeah, down 10 at halftime.
I didn't play it, by the way. Devin talked me out of it, but I ended up going with Florida, so I'm happy about it. But still,
I was all over Louisville.
So that's
the most Lewis play ever, though. Duke finally they're favorited. They're not favorited. All the whole public 77% of the money is on Duke, the whole nine. But guess what?
What I will say is I think my strategy does not work early in the week because the public gets love.
Duke, Louisville was without their best player also. You know that, right?
I know, and they were favored, or it was picked.
Oh, but that had all the makings of I don't know. I hated it. I got sent Louisville. I didn't like it.
It's the same play as Ohio State yesterday.
Yeah, but I love that.
Which lost. You can't
be saying that you get sent picks when you're the best handicapper in the world. You say they're yours.
Hey, I'm 12 units. I'm 12 units above in college basketball this year.
So doesn't matter. You lie. You say they're your picks.
Fine. They are my picks for college basketball. They pretty much are, which is why I did not take Louisville because I hated it.
So you're also a very chalky better.
Yeah, he is.
No, not really.
Okay. Your favorite college football team is Alabama. Your favorite baseball team is the Yankees.
Dodgers.
You probably
Dodgers.
Okay, it's same thing. You love Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Yeah, the Chiefs.
You're a Duke fan. How are you not chalk?
College football, he's a Bama, Georgia, Ohio State
fan.
I
know. Diehard Canes fan won. Then basketball, Heat, and everything else. I like greatness, man. What's so bad about that?
Chalk.
You're a Patriots fan?
Oh, God. I rather do anything else than be associated with Boston.
Speaking of the Patriots, something that I want to touch up on that we didn't get to touch up on is I want to go over some futures in the NFL and let's give out some picks, Let's start off with the AFC conference. I'm going to read down the 7 names. Broncos plus 230, New England Patriots plus 400, Buffalo Bills plus 475, Houston Texans plus 475, Jags plus 600, Chargers plus 1,200, Steelers plus 1,750. Lou, I'm going to start to you. Give me 2 picks. Give me a long shot and give me a team that you think is going to make it to the Super Bowl.
My long shot is going to be the Jacksonville Jaguars. I think they've been playing great football. It's not sexy football, but
7 in a row.
They're hot right now. So give me T-Law. He's a dog. He's been playing out of his mind. And so is the team. So give me Jacksonville Jaguars as my long shot.
Okay. Nico, what do you like as a long shot?
Yeah, and I like the Chargers. I think they're the second worst odds you said, Devin, plus.
Yep.
Plus what?
It's 1,200.
1,200. Yeah, I mean, I think it's put up or shut up time for Herbert. Pretty
Yeah.
much. I think he needs to be successful here, and I think honestly, Jesse Minter is going to have a good playoff run because he is in candidacy for a lot of head coaching hires, and I just feel like the Chargers have been able to figure out how to manage the Joel Rashawn Slater line situation. So I think if they could get past New England, get past the momentum, I think them and Denver is a divisional game at that point. Anything could happen.
Yeah. I actually do think that the Chargers are going to get past the Patriots. We've been talking about it, and the Patriots' schedule may be the weakest schedule in the history of the NFL. I don't think the Patriots have really played anybody. The last time that they played somebody was the Bills. They were up 21, and they ended up losing that game. So I actually like the Chargers this weekend, pretty sneaky to get through there. And like Nico said, if they do win that game, I mean, it depends obviously on the seedings because they reseed every but if they do end up playing the Broncos, that's a division game and it can go either way. I like the Chargers, but I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I am set on one team and one team only, and that's the Buffalo Bills. I am a huge Bills fan. I think that, well, not a huge Bills fan, but this time I'm a Bills fan. I took them to win the AFC Championship at plus 500 a couple weeks ago. I took them to win the Super Bowl at plus 1,100. I'm going to ride that team. I think this is Josh Allen's year. You take away no Mahomes, no Joe Burrow,
No Lamar.
no Lamar. I mean, he's always beating Lamar, though. And
I will say though, with Buffalo Bills, what worries me is that this is not the same team that they've had the last couple of years.
I agree with you. Their defense is really bad.
Their defense is bad. Their pass rush isn't terrible. I just think that secondary is kind of suspect. But I think that run game kind of can neutralize everything for them. They run the ball.
Their defense has taken. I think defense. So defense wins championships. We know this, unless you're Mahomes.
Yes.
But the defense to me is taking a step back. It's not the same defense before, and for some reason, I don't think they're cooking as effectively as they want to be right now. I mean, this could change once we get into the playoff games. Everything changes. But they haven't been like that super explosive Bills team that we're used to. Right now, they're getting by wins, not mediocre, but they're just winning games. So that's the only thing that worries me.
I just think that they're a team made to play in the playoffs. Like Josh Allen is a quarterback to play in the playoffs. Now, I will tell you this. Of all those games, there's only really one cold game, you would say. Well, I guess Denver and New England would be cold games. The other games are either in a dome or sunny, like Jags. But if I give you $500 and I tell you pick one team in the AFC to come out, who are you putting your $500
on? Give me the best defense. Give me the Denver Broncos.
Okay. And what about you, Nico?
Buffalo.
Epa. Okay. All right. So go.
No, I just think I think it's one of those two teams though.
I agree. I can't see the Patriots. Drake May's first playoffs. I could see them squeak by the Chargers, but I don't really see it. I mean, I'm probably going to be on the Chargers plus 3.5. I mean, we'll have that show on Friday or whenever it is. We're going to have that show or Thursday morning. We'll talk about actual lines. This is more like we're going to talk about the futures of the conference championship and the Super Bowl. But I don't like the Patriots. Yeah, I would say Buffalo, and then Denver. I mean, Bo Nix has to play better. But I would. That Houston, Texas team is sneaky too. I wouldn't.
Yeah, I like because let's say the scenario arises, Houston would then play Buffalo in the next round. If the Chargers win, Houston would play Buffalo in Buffalo. I think that's a really good game.
No, in Houston.
You're
Houston.
right. You're right.
Yeah,
You're right.
Houston's the 5 seed.
Which again goes back to what you're saying. That'd be a dome game.
Yeah, exactly. I think that I actually think that the worst matchup for Buffalo is Houston, though. That defense is very good.
No, that defense is elite.
Yeah. Would you say Houston is better than the Denver's defense, or would you say Denver's defense is better?
Denver's box is better. Houston's back end's better. I don't think like the odd answer of it, but I think that Nick Bonito led pass rush with Vance Joseph stunts just get home. Like they've been applying pressure all season long. But then you have that Kamari Lassiter. I think Stingley's the best, if not the second best corner in the NFL. That whole secondary is stupid too. But they're both elite. Two of the top 3 defenses in the NFL.
All right. So let's let's move to the NFC, which I actually think. I mean, I'll be honest with you. This feels like a wide open Super Bowl. It doesn't feel like there's really like a favorite because honestly, the 2 number 1 seeds, which is Seattle and Denver, like, do you really trust them in a win or go home situation? Like, I think there's other teams that you rather put your money on, if I'm being honest. But let's go. NFC Championship Conference to win. Seattle plus 175, the Rams plus 240, Eagles plus 450, Bears plus 900, Green Bay plus 1,000, San Fran plus 1,100, and the Panthers plus 6,000.
Nico, can you repeat that one more time?
Okay. Seahawks plus 175, Rams plus 240, Philly plus 450, Bears plus 900, Packers plus 1,000, 49ers plus 1,100, and the Panthers plus 6,000. Nico, give me a long shot. Give me somebody you'd put your money on.
All right, long shot. I was gonna say the Niners, but they're so banged up. So I don't think that defense can stop a nosebleed. I guess long shot would be Packers plus 1,000. If they could get through Chicago, again, divisional game, anything could happen. Reassert momentum, get Jordan Love in some rhythm. I think they could make a run at this thing for real. And I don't think they're a friendly matchup for the Seahawks at all, like whatsoever. Realistically, and I hate being just the guy, is the Birds. I think the Eagles are built for this. I know I hate saying it. If the Rams had home field advantage, I think I would take the Rams, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
It just scares me that if I pick Ram and Bills, which I feel like, not the consensus, but I feel like everyone has that kind of like gist about it.
That's going to be the Super Bowl.
Right? Like, I feel like that's a gist about it. It's like you're going to pick 2 away teams that are going to be on away for most of the thing, like to get to the Super Bowl. I don't know. That just feels off, so I'll take the Birds.
All right. Lewis, are you taking your favorite quarterback?
Absolutely not. It's the last thing I'll do. I would never bet with Jalen Hurts. The team, so my long shot is going to be the Packers. I think the Packers have a chance at this. And then my favorite to win the NFC.
All right. We lost Lou. I'm going to go and give my picks. I'm going to go with the Rams. I know that they're going to be away, but I think there's a reason why they're only plus 240. Think about that for a second. They got to win 3 games on the road, and they're only plus 240. I do believe in the 49ers. I think they were playing probably the best football up until last week that Seattle, had a great game plan and kind of shut them down. Obviously, I fade Philly whenever I have a chance.
Right.
I will definitely be on the 49ers plus 11. Plus 4.5 or whatever the line is on Saturday.
You already moved up. Open 3. It's a 4.5 now.
Wow. So, I like the Niners. I mean, I get the Packers. I just think that without Micah Parsons, that defense isn't as great as they were.
But I think that week off's going to help everyone get healthy.
Yeah. So, what's up, Lou?
Devin, what's your opinion on the Bears?
I don't know. I thought they were fraud all year. I was on the Lions this past weekend. Lions have nothing to pay for, and I think the Lions are a better team than the Bears, to be honest. And even though the Lions are 9-8 or 8-8 or whatever they finished, I think they're fraud. Honestly, I don't think they gave back. There's a reason why the Packers are a favorite at
it opened the other way. line flipped already. Yeah,
I think there's a reason why. I think Green Bay's a better team than
Yeah, I
the
agree.
Bears. But who knows? I mean, I'm probably going to be on the Packers. I'm probably going to be on the Niners, and I'll probably be on the Rams this weekend. And then after those games, I believe it would be Rams would be a home team.
Depending, I mean, it all is going to depend on if the 49ers could beat the Eagles. Obviously, the two lower seeds have to win. I think 49ers might cover. I really do. I think like they could keep that game close. I don't know. There's something about like playing in Philly is going to be tough. I feel for the 49ers. That defense is really good.
That defensive line is great. They get to the quarterback so easily.
Jalen Carter's a beast, man. And they just had Jaden Phillips. I mean, I don't know. It's going to be tough to beat the Birds in Philly.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, so let's move on.
You have a great point. It is wide open, completely wide open. There's no boogeyman standing over everything, and I don't know. It's going to be interesting. I thought we had a beat on it when the Rams were the 1 seed, but I guess now that they're not, I think the NFC is wide open also. If Rams had a home field, I think it'd be consensus Rams coming out of the NFC.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, even still, like, I'm pretty sure that the Rams are the favorite to come, not betting wise, but
Correct.
They are the most picked probably team to come out of the NFC.
Right.
Again, I could see them having a home game in the second round with, playing 49ers, and the 49ers are the 7th seed, or the Packers? The Packers are the 7th seed. So the Packers going to Seattle and 49ers going to the Rams. I could see that as a Final Four. Which if that's the case, the Rams probably take it. So I just can't trust Sam Darnold. That's what it comes down to.
Yeah, of course. Even though he's the only quarterback in the NFL who won 14 games back-to-back years.
Yeah, but then he loses the first round of the playoffs. So at the end of the day, like, you're not winning when you're supposed to be winning. So it doesn't matter what your regular season wins are, Yeah. So, all right, let's take a look at the Super Bowl winners. Seattle's plus 400. The Rams are plus 425. The Broncos are plus 650. Eagles are plus 900. Bills are plus 1,000. Patriots plus 1,000. Houston plus 1,200. Jags plus 1,400. Bears 2,000. Packers 2,200. 49ers 2,200. Who do you like the most there?
Man, may or may not have a future already. But give me Buffalo, man. I like the Bills. I just think this, you know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of the year Giannis won the chip.
Yeah.
It was that year a bust for him, and he knew it.
Yeah. I agree.
Vibe of that team.
I gotta put my money on Josh Allen. Like,
eventually, right? Like, it has to pay off eventually.
He's the best player left in the playoffs.
Right.
And he's that guy that'll put the team on his back and just will his way to victory. And he's that like, I'm thinking about that Philadelphia game that they were down 13-0 the entire game, and they just kept coming and kept coming and kept coming, and they should have won the game. To be honest, he missed a bad throw. He should have won the game and went for 2 to win it. So that's just a guy that's resilient, that he's always going to be in the game. He's not going to get, he's not going to lose by a couple scores or anything like that. He's always going to keep his team in the game. So I'm with you, man.
If not, a 2-team, it'd be Broncos for sure.
It'd be what?
Broncos.
Yeah, I could see it. I mean, I just don't love the Patriots, and I don't love Houston. I don't love the actually. To be honest, if the
advantage, that'd be the difference maker for me.
If the Jags could get through the Bills, I could see the Jags making a run.
They would then play what seed would that be? What seed are they currently?
They would go to New England. They're the 3 seed.
They would either go to New England or they would host another game.
Correct.
Interesting. Okay. I mean, 7 would be the Chargers. That's not a good matchup for them either, though. But they did give them belt in the regular season. I don't know. This will be interesting. It's wide open.
Yeah, I agree. I want to talk about the MVP.
I have perfect. Right, great segue, Devin. I have a statistic for you.
Can't wait to hear it.
Who do you think should be the MVP? Is my first question to you.
I think it should be Matthew Stafford.
Okay, all right. So we're gonna be on the same page here then.
Yeah.
And this is why I think, and it's one stat that blows around above the rest. Against teams with winning record, Drake May, 696 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 88 passer rating. Matthew Stafford, 1,879 passing yards, 20 touchdowns, 1 interception, and a 107 passer rating. Matthew Stafford, 400 more total yards than him, had the same amount of interceptions, 11 more total touchdowns than him, 7% higher completion percentage, and obviously Drake May outrushed him.
Yeah. I mean, I just think that Matthew Stafford this year has been playing lights out. And the few games he's lost, like it's been in a shootout, like they lost 38-37 to Seattle. I want to say they lost another
Eagles block kick earlier in the year.
Correct. But he's been playing lights out. I mean, nothing to take away from Drake May. I think Drake May is going to have a great future. I think if he makes noise this playoff, I could see that he'll be thrown in to the Burrows and the Lamars and the Josh Allens, like the next guy coming, you know. Yep. If he makes some noise, he could win a couple games, maybe loses, or if he wins it all, you know. So, very interesting. Very interesting. I'm not going to go over like offensive player of the year, defensive player of the year. Those are like
deep point. Myles Garrett's a lock.
Myles Garrett's a lot. Opoy is JSN.
Oh, I have Bijan.
Well, JSN is minus 5,000. So
what's Bijan? Just for shits.
Plus 10,000.
Oh, okay. Good value there.
Offensive rookie of the year, T-Mac. Defensive rookie of the year, Carson
Schwarzenegger from the Browns, middle linebacker from UCLA. Yep.
Okay. Coach of the year, which I think is super hard. Like they're giving it to Mike Vrabel, but Mike McDonald, Liam Cohen, Ben Johnson, all those guys did a great job this year.
What are odds? They have to be all super close, right?
No, Vrabel is minus 300, and then McDonald is plus 300, Liam Cohen is plus 800, and Ben Johnson is plus 7,500. I would have given it to Ben Johnson.
Me too. I think that's amazing value.
Yeah, it's actually crazy going through all of this stuff. So, all right, my boy, I wanted to get into a little bit of some Miami Ole Miss, some a little Oregon, Indiana.
I have one thing to say before all that stuff. I won't be around. Nothing like that. Have you seen anything that's going on with the transfer portal? How crazy these numbers that are being thrown around are?
I saw the guy from Cincinnati going to Texas Tech getting $5 million.
10 mil is the reported number from
Texas Tech is. I want to say Texas Tech has that oil money, right?
Correct. And then the other thing the reason why I bring it up is because obviously we're Miami fans and whatnot. Miami is obviously in the market. We have ties now to 2 of the quarterbacks left remaining, which would be Sam Leavitt, which is why I'm bringing it up. Sam Leavitt's reportedly getting $8 million from Kentucky, but he hasn't committed yet.
And who's the second quarterback?
Raiola.
Okay, I know you like him.
You're right. By the way, it's $5 million. The final offer was $5 million. It was just rumors of 10.
Okay, I would take Sam Leavitt. I'm surprised that the kid from North Texas went to
Oklahoma
where
State.
did he go? Oklahoma State.
He followed him.
I know, but he could have had a better opportunity elsewhere. Who would have loved to seen him in Shannon Dawson's offense?
I know you were all over him. Well,
Oh my God.
FSU is reportedly the front runner for DJ Lagway.
Yeah, but isn't Tommy coming back?
He's applying for a medical redshirt, I believe.
Jesus, kid's been in college as long as you have.
I
You
know.
graduated. You graduated 3 years ago.
Yeah.
I would
No,
say
Tommy declared for the NFL draft. We're both wrong, actually.
okay. I mean Lagway, if that's what they want to do, I'd be happy with them taking Lagway.
I would take either of those two guys come to Miami. I'm very happy about next year.
I'd like to see Luke Nickel, if I'm being honest.
Really?
Yeah.
Dylan Raiola.
He doesn't do it for you?
Dylan
He doesn't do it for you? I mean, is this the year that this poor kid, man? What's the backup quarterback? I'm drawing a blank right now. Emery. Is Emery going to finally transfer out?
Oof, I don't know. He's ridden the ship pretty long right now.
I mean, dude, it's crazy. All right. Speaking of Emery and Miami, we got a semifinal game.
We do.
It's been a very long time since we've been in this situation. Miami's a -3, -3.5 in some books.
Good
over
luck.
unders 50. Over unders 51.
Okay.
Give
me your thoughts.
What are your initial?
I was gonna say that. You always ask me first. Let me ask you first. What are your first thoughts?
So, I mean, obviously, our offense can't score. So we're probably. I was watching a clip today, and they were comparing our offense, like our 2 games of offense. They compared it to Wisconsin's. That's what our offense has been. Our offense has been Wisconsin. So we're in the national semifinals with a Wisconsin offense.
Okay.
Now, our defense might be the best defense,
in the
college football has seen. College football has seen in a while.
I agree.
Right. So if you can keep Ole Miss's offense to under 23.
Do you think it's possible?
Under 20. I do think it's possible. Okay. I think they can get to the quarterback with 4. Okay. And you can drop 7, which obviously it'll be much more difficult to make those running around throws when 6 guys are chasing you as opposed to only 4 guys chasing you and you have 7 behind you covering. Right. So I think that is a big difference. Their weakest spot is their offensive line, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and they're trenches as a whole.
They're trenches as a whole. So I do, and that's where we are our best.
Correct.
So I do think that we can get to the quarterback. And I do think that we'll be able to run the ball. And that's what we want to do. We want to run the ball. Yeah. We want to make Carson make easy throws on 3rd down. Obviously, a little play action pass every now and then on 1st down. But truthfully, I think it's going to be Mark Fletcher, Marion Brown, what's his name? Brown, Chamar Brown, Pringle type game. I think that you're just going to ground and pound and like they say, bro, they want to take you to the deep end and make you swim out, Right. I do think that total's high, which kind of scares me because if that total's high, that means they think that, obviously Ole Miss is going to score. And if we get into a shootout, Ole Miss is going to win. So I think that the only way we win is we keep them under 24. So I have Miami winning 27-17. That is my score. I'm sticking to it. I like the under in that game.
Yeah, of course.
And obviously it's because I think Miami's going to run the ball and, and they're going to eat that clock. And they're gonna try to keep that ball out of Shambles' hands. So that's my prediction on the game. What about you?
Man, we were talking a little bit throughout since the games happened, and I think it's gonna all come down, and as crazy as it sounds, like pace of play, pace of play. If could withstand the first couple drives of that fast pace, we're not even gonna think about what play. We already have our first 15 plays settled, and we're just gonna hit you with them. I think if they could survive that attack that's coming, I love by a lot in this game. Where I think the game gets difficult is if you let them get the big play and then you make it easy on them, right? Like I don't think Julian Sand throws that bubble screen to Brandon on the far side of the field where Keontae Scott picked it off for a pick six. I don't think Chambliss makes that throw. I think after you hit a post, they're gonna hit you with a go. They're gonna hit the 55-yard post and they're gonna be like, all right, they're tired. We're gonna throw a fade. Like that's the way Ole Miss thinks. It's like we're gonna just attack and attack and attack. And I think that's good. It's going to be, can you withstand the onslaught at first? If you can withstand it, it's a blowout. I think you take their best punch at first. It's like a boxing match. That's what you're saying. And survive to the championship rounds, I think Miami wins that game. I think if you fall back early because you can't score and they're hitting big plays, this game gets ugly the other way.
I agree too. That's what scares me. What scares me is that let's say they get 2 quick scores and now they're up 14-0. I don't think we could come back from that.
Yeah, and now you're letting them dictate the pace. And it goes back to, and I'm going to continue to say it all week till I'm blue in the face. They run, I can't even tell you how many plays they run, probably 90 plays easy, like without a doubt.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Miami wants to run 40.
Yeah. Right. So it's going to be, and that's the cool part, man. That's the cool part about the playoffs. It's not the BCS that you just play one game and you already kind of know the tail end of it. It's like, you got to see different teams play against different styles that you don't normally see.
Listen, I definitely think that the playoff, the 12-team playoff has been the best thing for college football. Because it has allowed a team like Miami, who has slipped up in the regular season, and allows them to still compete. Like, you knew this. Like, if you lost a game in the regular season, or whatever, not maybe one, but for sure 2. If you lost 2 games in the regular season, you were done. There was no way that you made the playoffs. There was no way you made the championship. You were done. You were cooked. Congrats. Have fun at the Pop Top Bowl.
Yep.
And that's a bit unfair. Like, honestly, like, football's so hard. And to be able to get out of there at 10-2, like, you know, it's obviously you should have a chance to compete for a playoff. And look, the committee made the right decision in putting Miami in. I mean, obviously, Miami's probably looked the part. Miami's the second best team has the second best chance of odds to win it right now. So you got to give your hats off to the committee, and 100%. They did the right thing.
100%.
So speaking of, before I get into the next game, we posted some slips today. They happen to be mine, about a cash out option. Nico, what would you do?
I would let this game ride, and then in the next game hedge, which is pretty much taking a certain amount of money that you would potentially lose on one side and putting it on the other. So I forgot how much Devin's total is for. I think it's a total of 5 Gs. Let's say it would be playing Indiana for about 1,500. Let's just say. So you're still profiting close to 350 if it hits. If it loses, you're still profiting close to 1,200 probably after the money line.
So I was actually thinking, now you're talking about hedging. I was actually thinking to play, a couple $100 on Indiana from now, because I could get them at plus 125, which it seems like I won't get that line if they played Miami. I would love to see what the national championship line looks like. Give me a second. I'm trying to get there.
I think it's short. If that ends up being the championship, I think it's short.
Do you think it's short? I would say like what? 3? No,
3.
It has to be 4.5, 5.
That's actually my number. I would say I think it's no more than 4. Well, I think the money line in Indiana would be minus 215.
So would you hedge, like, would you put, let's say, $250 on Indiana right now, or would you wait till they win Because I mean, obviously, if they lose, I lose.
That's a problem because I don't think that game on the other side is a layup game by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah.
So that's where
I mean, I would love to get Oregon at plus 300 right now.
That's where I think the value is, to believe it or not.
You put $500 on Oregon and you win $2,000, and now you're sitting pretty.
Right, of course. Yeah. Now you're watching the national championship game with your feet kicked up.
Yep, because you guaranteed $2,000.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's talk a little bit about the next semifinal. Oregon, Indiana. Indiana, 3.5-point favorite. Over unders 47.5. What are your thoughts? Since I got the last game first.
Like I think you alluded to, we won't get it deep into the line until Thursday. But man, we're in for a good one, man. I really think this is a really, really good game. Let's see. I'll go on a limb here. And I know a lot of people are on the Curt Cignetti high horse right now. Dan Lanning wins this game. He's the best coach in college football. I'm going to stamp my name on it. And I think Dan Lanning, like Curt Cignetti, gets his players up for games.
He does.
He's a motivational guy. He knows how to inspire young men. I think they're doing really good stuff on offense, and I think equally as much Dan Lanning's a psychopath, like we're alluding to. Their defense is really good. He has all that Bama lineage. He brought his D-line coach over, who's going to be the head coach at Cal. His OC, Will Stein's going to be the head coach at Kentucky next year. Man, I think Oregon has a lot of good stuff going for them. On the other side, Indiana's craziest stat I heard all week. Indiana is playing everyone 21 over. So they have barely any underclassmen playing. I think Becker, their receiver, their big threat guy, is the youngest guy starting. And I think if Indiana can just continue to manage games correctly, they're going to be a problem because they don't ever let the game get out of hand.
Correct. Now, I'd like to see Indiana come from behind. They did it against Penn State. Obviously, Penn State was a bad team, but I'd like to see them down a score or two, down 10. Like where do they go to?
Yeah.
I'd like to see, all right, Fernando, let's see what you got.
He's never played from behind. And listen, he's a home kid. I don't want to sound like I'm hating. But when he plays, he's playing ahead. They're dominant. They're super dominant offensive line. Dante Moore has that it. I want to see if this kid has. I think Dante Moore's all world.
Yeah. I would agree with you there.
Who do you think? I think that's where it boils down to. It's if Indiana can win the battle against that good Oregon front again, they'll win the game. If not, I think Dante Moore is going to make the necessary plays to win the game.
You know what's very interesting? The over-under. The over-under, the first time they played was at 55.5.
Mm-hmm.
They finished 20-30, so the game ended at 50. This game opened at 50, and now it's down to 47.5. What do you think? I would lean. That line tells me lean under.
Yeah.
And I could see it. I could definitely see the under there. I would definitely take the under, to be completely honest. I think that would be my play. I really like that.
2024.
What?
2024.
2024, 24-21, 24-17. 27-17 as well. 27-20.
23-20, a couple field goals.
Yep. I could see that under. I like that under, if I'm being honest. This game to me seems like a dog and an under. I love revenge spots. I think it's very hard to beat a team twice. That's a system play for me. I faded that system play, Oklahoma and Alabama, and I got burned.
And Ole Miss, Oklahoma, and Ole Miss, Georgia.
And Ole Miss, Georgia. You're absolutely right.
Georgia. You love Georgia, though.
I did. It was my favorite play of the weekend. So I obviously, based off of that system alone, I'll just take Oregon plus the 3.5 blind. But we'll see, man. I'm excited. To be relevant to
really, really good weekend of college football coming up. And,
college football period. I mean, it's like a bittersweet, you know that the end is near, but this is the best games left. So it's pretty cool. So, anyways, Nico, any closing remarks?
Been a great season. And I think realistically, like what I'd like to see in Ohio State in there, of course, all that stuff. But I think we got a really good semifinal. Last 4 teams left. I think they all have their own storyline to them.
No, I agree. I think the Ole Miss with the Lane Kiffin stuff is
the best.
absolutely insane. You have the Heisman winner on one side, then you have the team that lost to the only loss of their season is to that team, and then you have Miami, which hasn't been relevant, hasn't played in a big game in 25 years. You know,
I've been alive.
playing.
I've heard you
Yeah, exactly. Like I remember, I was like 9 or 10 years old when we were playing games that mattered. So the fact that we're here is absolutely crazy.
National championship would also be the night. There's 2 like I feel like storybook scenarios. Fernando Mendoza plays in Miami against his hometown team in Miami, the whole 9. I think that's one storybook ending. Or it's the complete opposite. It's the Dan Lanning psychopath team, whatever. Hi, I'm the new guy. Hi.
Mm-hmm.
Lane Kiffin, above all else, reigns supreme, baby.
Does Lane Kiffin claim that national championship?
Of course. Come on. Don't ask some question. It's Lane, guy.
I will tell you this.
He's getting the money for it. LSU was paying him out of pocket.
I will tell you this. Ole Miss, Oregon would be a fun game. That game looks like it would be in the 30s and 40s.
Yep.
Like that looks like a great game. So either team wins it. I'd love to see Miami, Oregon. That is like
Miami, Oregon is a great game too. I feel like that scenario the least amount of people are talking about. And I think that's a great scenario. Also.
Yeah. So
I just think if we
my boy.
Last words, if we play Oregon, that's probably the matchup I like the least, just because I feel like that's like
I agree. I want to play Indiana. I think Indiana is much
hard. I want to play Indiana.
Indiana is much more our style. Number one. Number two, I love the obviously hometown kid coming home. Like if somebody's gonna beat Miami, if it's Fernando, like I'll be a fan for life. I'm gonna go buy my Raiders jersey and be a Fernando Mendoza fan for life. So, all right, yeah, that's it.
I'll see you guys Thursday morning.
Yes, sir. Take it easy.
Yep.